Now, the ISBN is also the number that you use when you're creating the barcode. And if you're uploading to Amazon, you don't have to create your own barcode, because you can, when you're doing the print book cover, you can leave out that section, and then Amazon will, KDP, because you publish through Kindle Direct Publishing, will attach that barcode there. But if you intend to print locally, then certainly you would have to use the ISBN and create a barcode so that you can print locally. What if writing a book is not just a way to transform the lives of many people, but also a way to create financial freedom and leave a legacy? Wouldn't you want to find out just how to do that? Well, that's what this show is all about.
Hi, I'm Hennika Watkis, Porter, speaker, coach, author of Podcast Power, and the host of the Entrepreneurial You podcast, inviting you to listen to the Authorpreneur Secret Podcast, brought to you by C. Ruth Taylor, best-selling indie author and the Caribbean's most trusted voice on entrepreneurship. Tune in for inspiration, information, and innovation to write and win with books. Get ready to dominate entrepreneurship.
Greetings, Apreneurs. Welcome to another Authorpreneur Secrets podcast. I'm your host, C. Ruth Taylor, and this is a program where we give you the roadmap to win with books, beyond book sales, and dominate entrepreneurship. Our goal is to give Caribbean authors a place to shine and introduce them to people and other resources that will make self-publishing or independent publishing much easier for them, and then teach them how to leverage books to transform lives, to create greater impact and income beyond the book sales. That doesn't mean that we're not interested in book sales, but we want to show you all the different ways you can use a book to create impact and income and leave a legacy besides just selling your book. And so coming up in today's show is an author Q&A, and it's all about ISBNs, because in my Facebook, in the Authorpreneurs group, there has been a lot of questions on ISBNs, and helping me to answer those questions is none other than Dave Chesson himself. No, Dave is not going to be on the podcast, but he recently wrote an article on ISBNs and understanding ISBNs, and I want to go through that and share that with you along with my own understanding of the issue. And I want to also share about my authorpreneurship ventures. What's new for me now that we've launched Untold Stories? What else is coming up in terms of my authorpreneurship ventures? But before we get into that, let's have a word from our sponsor, Frame Art Jamaica.
Come to Frame Art Jamaica Limited for your one-stop framing, graphic design, and printing needs. We frame photos, certificates, paintings, t-shirts, and so much more. You can also get high-quality prints and framing done in a quick turnaround time to fit your budget. Visit Frame Art Jamaica at 22C Old Hope Road, Kingston 5. Weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call us at 876-929-3058 or visit us at info@frameartjamaica.com. Serving you for over 30 years.
Yes, so in terms of my own authorpreneurship ventures, well, we launched Untold Stories Volume 1, which is about bringing attention and awareness to my alma mater, the Caribbean Graduate School of Theology, and also giving birth to a series that highlights people doing great things in developing countries and in certain communities that people don't consider that anything good can come out of. For example, right now, Jamaica is dominating sprints, and there are many people who are, mystified and curious. Why is a small nation with 3 million doing so well? Congrats and shout out to the ladies. We got 1, 2, 3 in the 100 meters at the Olympics. And when you listen to some folks and read the comments online, there are many snide remarks. It's as if people don't expect anything good to come from the Caribbean, and it's only first world countries that can do well. So there are always those who are dismissing our greatness, as if greatness is connected with a specific geographical location or race or gender. You can be good anywhere. And so Untold Stories is shining the spotlight on that. And that is just the first in the series, one book. There will be others to come as we, showcase people and places and their impact, so that we can understand and know that inspiration doesn't always have to come from Europe or America or other countries in North America. We have people in our own backyard who are doing amazing things. So shout out to the Jamaican Olympic team and our girls who dominated the 100 meters. So what is next? Well, I'm excited to report that the book Penny to Win, it has been converted to a course, and the course is called Book Marketing and Monetization Made Easy. And so when you purchase that course, it comes also with a bootcamp where we help you to find ways to market and monetize your books without doing ads, and show you how you can convert your book into multiple streams of income. So if you're out there struggling to sell books, selling the books is not the only thing that you can do in terms of just telling people, buy my book, buy my book. You can use your book to create a program that will automatically lead to book sales. So when persons buy this course, they're actually going to be reading the book and listening to the book. And the cost of that is $199, because we're showing you how to monetize your book, right? And so far, about 6 persons have done that course. And it's a course that is on demand. And I am happy about it. Those who've done the course, I am watching them create products and services around their books, both to build their email list, to bring attention and awareness to our cause, because we promote purpose over profit. So it's not just the sales. What good can we do in the world using the platform of our book? And that is, for me, what authorpreneurship is about. It's leveraging the book beyond the sale, opportunities beyond the book sale. But at the same time, we're not discounting book sales. We want to sell books. And so when you create these products, programs, and services, you automatically create a means whereby you're selling books passively, but you stand a greater chance to earn more, because you're going to create products that cost more than a book that you're not going to sell for more than $20 or $25. Say it's a hardcover or you do the audio. So that's it as it relates to my authorpreneurship ventures. There are more things coming up, but I'll share those on other episodes. So let's get into our Q&A. I had said that every 6 weeks or so, we're going to try to do a Q&A. And so this is episode 14. And let's tackle the issue of ISBN. So Dave has an article. Go to kindlepreneur.com. And he has an article under the heading of book publishing. But if you're on his email list, this article came out about 2 weeks ago on July 19, 2021. And it's 11 facts for self-publishing authors as it relates to ISBN. What is an ISBN? It's an international standard book number. And it has 13 digits. There used to be a 10-digit number as well, but each grouping of the number does have a meaning. And the most questions that we get is, do we need an ISBN? Well, if you're publishing on Amazon, you don't necessarily need an ISBN for the ebook. You need an ISBN for the print book. The issue is, are you going to take the free ISBN, or are you going to get an ISBN in your own imprint? That's your publishing company's name. And the ISBN, the International Standard Book Number, helps to track your books. So like if a bookstore or a library, they're going to order a catalog or try to find your book, the ISBN helps them to be able to track that. And so it is important And yes, every single digit has a meaning. And I'm not going to get into what the digits mean. You can go and read that. And one of the things they've pointed out is that ISBNs do not assign rights to a book. And that has to do with copyright, which, from you've written the book, taken the idea and put it in a form, you own a copyright, and then you can later go and register that. For those in Jamaica, we have the Jamaican Copyright Association, and we also have our National Library that you can go and submit your book. In fact, legally, you're supposed to do that. So you can check your other countries. Where do you go to register your copyright? The other thing is with the print book. Okay, should you take the free ISBN? Each platform will give you a free ISBN if you choose. So if you're publishing on Lulu, if you're publishing on Ingram Spark, other platforms, sometimes they require an ISBN, but very often that ISBN is only to be used on that platform. So if you need the ISBN in, let's say, this is my publishing imprint, Extra Mile Innovators, you would have to get an ISBN in that name, and you can apply at your national library. In Canada, for example, ISBNs are free, so you can apply to the National Library in Canada and find out just how to go about doing that. Dave also went into that. For some platforms may require the ISBN even for the ebooks. Now, you can take that. If that is what is needed, you can do that, but not all platforms require you to have an ISBN for the ebook. Amazon will automatically apply an ASIN, which is an Amazon tracking number that, helps again to identify your book and that kind of thing. Can you recycle an ISBN? You can't recycle or use an old ISBN because within the ISBN, there is bibliographic information. I know, like when I'm applying for an ISBN, I have to put the name of the author, title of the book, how many pages, year of publication, and you have to give a description of the book. So it is a unique identifier for the book in its format. Now, if you're going to do each version of the book, would ideally need an ISBN. So the hardcover version needs a different ISBN from the paperback version. So bear that in mind. And if you revise the book extensively and it's another edition, you would also need another ISBN. I have read, and I can be corrected, so those of you who are listening, whereby like if you have your own ISBN in your own imprint, if you use that to publish on Amazon, the print book, you could use the same ISBN with Ingram Spark. So if that is not so, I stand to be corrected. But I know certain platforms, once you use the ISBN on another platform, it cannot be used for the same type of book. So we're talking about the same book, nothing has changed. The same ISBN for the print paperback book, for example, could be used when you're uploading the book to Ingram Spark. So where do you get ISBNs? As I said, for us in the Caribbean, CARICOM distributes ISBNs, and you can get those through your national library. I know even you can apply online here in Jamaica, and you can do wire transfer and get the ISBNs. And it's better to buy the ISBN in batches where you can get, if you order like 20 or 10, you may pay $20 or $10. It's usually between ISBN between like say $10 in batches to up to $125. So like with Bowker, the US ISBN agency, it's like $125 per ISBN. So it's best to order in bulk. If you order 10, you get it for $250. In Australia and UK and Ireland, Nielsen distributes ISBNs. And your own publishing company would have had their own batch. And notice that when we talk about publishing company Caribbean, it's slightly different from how the rest of the world uses it, because we see publishers, anybody who's helping you to get your book out there, whether you're paying them or not. That's just how we use the term. Do you have a publisher? Most time people in the Caribbean are looking, say, okay, so how much is it going to cost me to publish? It's not the traditional use of the term where you're going to be paid to publish your book. So in terms of the free, it depends. Should you take free or get it in your own imprint? If you want the book to reflect your company's name, your own publisher, and it looks official, like you're a professional, then I wouldn't say take the free one. If you want your book in international libraries, let's talk about the print one. You don't want it to say independently published, because that is what is going to happen, for example, on Amazon when you use their free one. And because of the prejudice against Amazon and the prejudice and stigma attached to self-publishing, when there is no publishing imprint, that can also put you at a disadvantage. And so some bookstores and libraries may not want to carry it. And like I said, no, with the ebook, it's also optional. You can take the ISBN from the different places that you're publishing. Like if you go to Draft Digital and they require it, you can use it. It doesn't stop your book from getting into libraries and their whole network. I think many times it's the Amazon ISBN, the free one, that really poses a challenge. But if, for example, you're selling mainly directly, buying and selling, and you're not interested in getting into libraries and you are leveraging your book, then you can take the one that says independently published. So for some of my workbooks, I use the free ISBN. In fact, for Penny to Win, I use the free ISBN for my book because of how I intended for this book to be used, mostly in courses and selling directly in print. But I could publish it on another platform and get an ISBN in my own imprint. Now, the ISBN is also the number that you use when you're creating the barcode. And if you're uploading to Amazon, you don't have to create your own barcode, because you can, when you're doing the print book cover, you can leave out that section, and then Amazon will, KDP, because you publish through Kindle Direct Publishing, will attach that barcode there. But if you intend to print locally, then certainly you would have to use the ISBN and create a barcode so that you can print locally. So those are some of the questions that are asked surrounding ISBNs, and just a little bit of the advantages or disadvantages as it relates to that. But I would encourage you to go to kindlepreneur.com, what is an ISBN, and just look in on the blog for that. Dave Chesson did a fabulous job with that. So that's it in terms of the Q&A for this week. I really didn't intend for this episode to be too long, but I see I'm approaching the 20-minute mark. And I want to do a short read today to just shout out my friend Raquel Newman, the Albino Marketer. We will interview her soon, or share an episode about how she found success online. And recently she did a presentation in our Authorpreneur Secret Academy on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers and how to create your lead magnet. And that should be interesting. I should invite her on the program to talk about her book. Her ebook is out, The Albino Marketer, and it really shares her story of overcoming, the struggles with albinism, especially limited vision and the teasing and the bullying, and not being able to find a place in the 9-to-5 space. And then how she went online, which is, the internet is a great equalizer. It doesn't care about where you live, your degrees, or things like that. Once you're able to produce your work through the gig economy and work online, you should be able to do well. And so I want to just read a little bit from her introduction because I found it very useful. So she says, It was difficult working for $2 per 500 words after spending 4 years at university and earning my bachelor's degree. Yet it was my ability to remain humble, keep my eyes on the prize, and use each job and each task as a learning opportunity that enabled me to move forward. No journey worth taking in life is ever an easy one. What began from humble beginnings, $2 per 500 word article, eventually transitioned into me becoming a full-time virtual assistant searching for the next opportunity. Learning new skills became the name of my game, my motivation, and my beacon to creating the life that I desired. When hunger and determination meet opportunity and desire, great things happen. That's what happened for me when I stumbled upon the digital marketing platform called Infusionsoft. Since then, it permanently altered my life. And she says, I know it sounds cheesy, that if I can do it, then you can as well. But as you read this book, I'm sure that you will feel the power that I feel and now have. Anything is possible. And that is what you will get from reading this book. And that's a short read from The Albino Marketer by Raquel Newman, My Journey to Online Success Despite the Odds. So as we close out the show, just want to remind you to take charge of your publishing. Go pen it to win it and dominate authorpreneurship. Ta for now, until next time.
I'm Tamara Francis, educator and editor. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share the podcast with your network. If you'd like to increase your impact and income with books, visit AuthorpreneurSecret.com for more resources, including the books Pen It to Win It and Authorpreneur Secrets. Join the Authorpreneur Secret Academy membership group for courses, coaching, and community support to write, publish, and win with books. Enrollment is in January and June each year. You may also sign up for one of Ruth's Publishing Made Easy courses or private coaching to write and publish your next book. Until next time, go pen it to win it.